Wakirudi tena wapige picha, eh? Maraga, wapige picha wakija. And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the Intercontinental Hotel. What a guest we have in Dr. James Mwangi, CEO MD, Equity Holdings Group Limited. What a topic, what an inspiration. That's what Thursdays is all about, and the kinds of things he is saying is making Twitter go nuts. Tweets coming in fast and furiously. Rodrigue Ishimwe says, very touching and amazing story of Wings to Fly, shared by Dr. James Mwangi. Touching words on JKL. Kenoti Jim says, Dr. Mwangi has a record of the best flagship children of Wings to Fly. Yeshoro Moirori says, ask Dr. James Mwangi if he can please place me as a teller in a bank, as my friends in... though I got a B plane in KCSE. Well, Geshoro, this is not the Ministry of Labor. Dr.
Yeah.
Everybody asking for a job, man. They all want to be members.
No, it's good. This is an opportunity for them to air their views. So we'll direct them to the bank.
At Equity Kenya?
Absolutely.
At Equity Bank?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get in touch with at Equity Bank, and Dr. will maybe sort you out with your B plane, whatever. We're talking about the Slim SIM, Dr. Slim SIM. You guys are going into telecoms in a big way. And that's, you know, when you look at it, that was the obvious way to go, but it takes a bold bank to get on something like this. And now, a SIM card, the Slim SIM card that fits right on top of the Safaricom one, so you can use either the Safaricom line or Equitel. Is that what it's called?
To be honest, Jeff, I think there is a misconception. Basically what we are doing is that there are 31 million phones in Kenya. 27 million phones in Kenya are single SIM phones. The other 4 are dual SIM phones. And we said it is possible to make the 27 million phones dual SIM and give the 27 million people freedom of choice, that they can either connect in their existing telecom, whichever telecom it is, and connect it to Equitel. It was as simple as that, such that they have a choice. Those 27 million people have no choice. They can only use the telecom for which they have put the SIM.
But instead of buying a new unit,
you don't have to buy another unit. So we'll be saving the country foreign exchange equivalent to, let's say, an average of 3,000 per phone times 27 million. So if we try, we're talking about more than nearly 100 billion. That's what we'll be saving the country in terms of what it will cost to buy 2 phones every Kenyan. And then you have a choice. Then you can make the telecoms compete on price, on products. So it's that freedom of choice. It's that control that Kenyans are being denied when you see objection to the thin SIM. Nothing else. And it has nothing to do with equity.
And the objection, Dr. is
it's
coming...
like always Kenyans, the way that we have always been denied choice and put in one track. We're now saying, come along, why don't we give Kenyans control of their lives? They choose which telecom, which service, to which network has the best, and that's all. We, Equity, will be outrightly be best in financial services. In mobile banking, we believe nobody. And then we can compete on voice, we can compete on data, and we can compete on SMS.
So why the objection from people like Safaricom, Dr. is because you're going to take away their M-Pesa business?
No, it's to deny Kenyans choice. Remember, we have a history of being denied choice. This is perpetuation of denial of choice of a people, denying a whole community freedom of choice, control of their lives.
Other than changing lives, what is this telecom business, Equitel, and people having a slim SIM? How is it going to change lives?
Absolutely. One, there's nothing you should... People cherish like freedom. They have a freedom of which telecom to use with their own phone. They own the phone already. You can't compel people, they can only have one SIM. If technology and innovation has come to allow that phone to have 2 SIMs, that's what is being denied.
And the services out there, mashinani in little villages.
This is a global innovation. Practice all over, only being denied in Kenya. That is what it all means.
Are you going to win the case, Dr. Ari?
We'll leave that to the judges to decide.
How soon are we expecting? Because you want to roll out soon, hopefully.
We are very confident because the matters have been heard. Judgment will be made at appropriate time.
And you're hoping to roll out this year, hopefully, aren't you?
Oh, we are certain we'll do this because it will change the way we do business. It will change the telecommunication industry. We are disrupting the way it is done, exactly the way we disrupted banking. Banks used to open at 9 and close at 12. Yeah. Banks now, we are opening even on Saturdays and late into the night, 8 and 10. We were only constrained at district headquarters. Banks are now in villages. We disrupted banking, said it's not just about a branch. The shopkeeper can be a bank agent. Banking is now in every village. Banking, we only knew it in ATMs. Now banking is on the phone. That is the disruption we need to bring in telecom.
I think you're just disrupting Safaricom completely, Dr. Ari.
No, we are disrupting an industry. We are not targeting a specific company.
By the way, my other bank opens on Sundays.
Absolutely. That's what disruption means. You can see the benefit in the lives of people. Yeah. Equity 2, the supreme branches, are now open Saturday, and we are considering Sundays. But also remember, 19,000 agents are open on Sundays.
You have 19,000 agents?
Of course. Almost every village now has a banking outlet of Equity Bank. Jeff, that's what it means when you want to change a sector. We are determined to change the telecom sector, the structure for the benefit of Kenyans. And we have no doubt Kenyans would trust us. We are leveraging on the trust, and Kenyans will support us because it's all about Kenyans. They supported us to disrupt banking. They will support us to disrupt the telecom industry.
Yeah. Dr. Ari, is there still room to help the unbanked to be banked? In other words, are people still keeping money underneath their mattresses?
We see the agents doing a lot. Every day, we see at least 200,000 people banking money through the agents. Agents receive 3 times the amount that they pay out in withdrawals. So you can see the mopping of money. We're now saying, let's move to the next stage. The agent is at the shopping center. The phone is in your hand and in your pocket. Banking is being put in the phone. And that's why we are launching Equitel, because telecoms denied us the secure element, to secure, to encrypt data. With Equitel, we're able to encrypt data and secure all banking transactions. So banking now will be very personalized. We'll bridge geographical distance because you have your bank with you all the time, and we'll bridge the time difference because you can bank whatever time it is because it's not going somewhere. It's doing something and connecting to the bank with your phone.
Okay, so if you all are granted this license, Safaricom will come back and say, you know what, M-Pesa's daily limit for transaction is 140,000 shillings per phone.
Equitel has no limit. The way you can withdraw whatever amount, it is a bank account. So there is no limitation. You can do as many times as it is. You can transfer, and better off, transfer money from one person to the other, it's free because we don't charge people to deposit. Jeff, it's like depositing. When I transfer money from my account to yours, I've just deposited money in your account, and we don't charge for depositing. Money transfer will be free.
So hakuna ile ya kutoa?
No charge for transfer. It's free.
My goodness.
Oh God, and you see at the moment, total money transfer cost in this country,
billions,
lands into billions. Would almost build 3 Thika roads every year. Kenyans, we are giving 3 Thika roads every year. That is what saving we are being denied from getting.
Wow. I think if that judge is listening right now, he or she has already, they've granted you this license.
No, we don't want to influence. We do want fairness.
Yes. Dr. Ari, okay, so you're in the 5 East African community countries, right?
Yeah.
Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, South Sudan, yes?
And Rwanda.
And Rwanda. What's next?
The next, our shareholders on the board has approved a plan, a strategy to roll out equity in 10 countries. We want to scale equity to 15 countries. Move from a market of 130 million to a market of 810 million people. Move from a GDP market of 129 billion to a market of 2.3 trillion US dollars. That is what we are eyeing in the next 10 years. The last 5 years, we opened 12 subsidiaries, went to 5 countries, converted from a building society to a bank. Now our singular focus is scaling the impact, is making equity significant.
And you're going to be in countries, okay, are we talking like Ethiopia? Are we talking?
We're talking about Ethiopia, 95 million people.
Correct.
We're talking about DRC, 85 million people. And eventually, before the end of those 10 years, Nigeria, which will have crossed 240 million people by then.
You plan to be there?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
And you're leading this team?
We want to, that I will serve for the next 10 years. That's a commitment to Kenyans.
Is it possible, Dr. Is it possible the way banking is going?
It is possible because we have demonstrated in the past we have done it. Every 5 years, equity have been growing tenfold. If you look at our balance sheet, every 5 years, tenfold. For the last 20 years, without ever missing that target.
All right. So we've been talking about all the great things about equity, but obviously we have to talk about some negatives. And the biggest negative, Dr. is long queues, long lines in many of your branches. We're talking everywhere from Ongata Rongai to Isili. Long lines, few tellers, Roiro as well. What do you tell those customers, those members who are watching right now?
Jeff, I want to acknowledge that that's a challenge because when you have 10 million customers and they're all trying to fit within your 170 branches, you'll naturally have that. And it's for that reason we are saying, why don't we remove a significant part of those customers? Instead of going to the branch, they deposit their money, they withdraw their money from the agents. We have 19,000 agents to support them. And I want to appeal to the members to accept the agents and transact at the agents. There are no queues at the agents. The second thing is to adopt mobile banking so that they do transactions. The third one is to all accept to use our cards to make payments. When you go to a supermarket, don't go with cash. Go with your equity cards, whether it's MasterCard, whether it is Visa, just learn, or American Express, just learn your card. When you go to a restaurant, like where, Jeff, you have taken me this evening,
yes,
learn your card. Don't do cash like I saw you doing. Just
I'm from Central Province. Cash money is king.
That is what we need to discourage people. It's risky to carry cash. Just carry your card, swipe your card. When you go to hospital, don't go to Nairobi's hospital in cash. They don't know how to count cash. They know how to treat patients.
Yes.
Just go with your card and learn. If all of us accepted to learn cards for payments, when you go to a matatu, don't pay cash. Swipe your card. That's all that we are saying. Let's avoid cash. And there will be no queues because we go to withdraw cash to go queue paying other places. You just swipe your card at the till. Simple.
My director just whispered in my ear, even when he pays rent, he just swipes.
Absolutely. Or transfer using his phone. He debit his card using Equitel.
Yes.
And credit the rad road.
Is Equitel working right now?
Absolutely. We have 760,000 members transacting on equity, doing mobile banking, doing data on Equitel, doing voice on Equitel, and even doing roaming with Equitel. Equitel, like now, I'm headed to the US tomorrow. I have no other phone.
Only 0763.
Absolute.
What?
Voice, data, SMS, and mobile banking. And banking is not just, it's a whole suite of all banking. Up to 54 functionalities, Jeff.
You are making Bob call him more. You're giving him sleepless nights.
Let's accept progress. This is progress. This is innovation. Absolutely. The way we accepted ATMs,
yes,
now we have gone to the next level. And that's all that we are saying, appealing to our members.
Cashless society, Dr. Do you see that happening?
If we look at the Western world, 96% of all their transactions are plastic.
Yeah.
In Kenya, 99% of transactions is cash.
Cash and carry.
And that is where the challenge is. We need to make our economy efficient. If we removed cash, our GDP would add up by between 1.5 and 2%. It's that efficient. The velocity of money, you could imagine how fast it could be. We will not be busy spending a lot of our money printing money. And you can imagine money is not very clean. The way money changes hands, money transfer diseases a lot in this country, particularly the old notes.
Yes.
Because you just touch money, we never remember money has changed hands so much that it carries almost all viruses and types of germs.
Correct.
That's what we are saying. We would improve our health significantly. We would improve our economy significantly by reducing the cost of printing money and increasing the velocity of money.
Sure, but Dr. once in a while, you can't help the sweet smell of money. You want to...
Occasionally is okay, but that let it be 4% and 96% let it be electronic money.
Yeah. Are you all going completely digital? Is that it?
Absolutely.
Someone was saying, are you going biometric?
The bank is going digital. Our customers, we have gone biometric. We want to make things easy. We want to give certainty in security. When we go biometric, it means nobody can fake Jeff.
Correct.
Nobody can fake your signature.
Yeah.
Nobody has your biometric
my thumbprint.
That's where we are going. And then we are going digital and saying you don't have to rely on anybody else. Do the transaction and PIN authenticate. Electronic signature again. That's where we are going. Equity is on a big roll of digitization. We want all transactions to be digitized.
No more analog.
I think time has come for us to make our country a technology-driven country.
Yeah.
It will transform this country.
At O Keep Career says, what an inspirational Thursday. No more calling that building a better nation. What a leader. Dr. a lot of people out there are inspired. They're all very impressed with this. But
Thank you, Coril.
You see, you speak like a real politician. You even remember people's names.
Service is about people. Banking is a service to people. It's not numbers. It's not account numbers. It's numbers with human faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like my staff. I must know all of them by name.
No, come on.
Oh, yes. Jeff.
What's that guy who you came with? What's his name? No, I'm kidding. Don't say it. But the other thing I noticed, Dr. even these kids, when you were with President and Chelsea Clinton, a lot of these kids, you know their names, these little ones.
Absolutely, yes, Jeff. You don't fail to know your kids. Yeah.
That's incredible.
No, you try.
Are you sure you don't want Mwangi 80 years job?
No. He's safe.
You're doing better things.
And I hope he's doing a good job.
Oh, look at you, man. Mr. Diplomat here. Look at Dr. you want to take another break?
Jeff, I should be through in judging. And all of us should be through in judging.
Yes. Yeah. That's why they want to throw us in jail. I don't know why. Let's take a break, come back, talk about the future, Dr. the future of this great nation. A lot of people are so pessimistic about Kenya. We're always pulling people down and we're always thinking the worst about this country. It's a banana republic, this, that, the other. But look at you. You talk about the next generation, the next big thing, this great nation of ours. Let's talk about that when we come back. What a man, what a guest, what a member. Dr. James Mwangi, MD, CEO, Equity Holdings Group. Listen to the man speak. If you haven't been inspired thus far, then it's your fault. Keep tweeting at Equity Bank, at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag we agreed was member. JKL takes a break. We'll be back in a moment.